is game 9, featuring Marv the Dwarf in first place, and Samu in second place, and Sicklestream, aka Gamma, in third. I'm hoping that I can do something to eke out a win here. Been watching videos, practicing strategies against bots, and as well as online. But we'll see. Well, both of my objectives are not my favorite. But we'll see how it goes. Sorry for the silence, folks. I'm finishing up a little bit of lunch here. Marv says he's not going to build mechs and keep his character at home. I don't know if I should believe him. Oh, what you going to do about that? Well, Saxony can riverwalk right onto that mountain right there. Sorry for not keeping up with the others. Been finishing up a little bit of lunch. But looks like we got some pretty standard play here with a couple of deployments, a second mech, 1 round 5 for Saxony. to me. I will do better to keep up with the action, guys. Apologies. Should I go big and go home? Go big would be the township and get an early factory card. Playing it safe is the Riverwalk option. I'll just play it safe for now. Looks like it's a good thing that I didn't go for the factory. And we have a star for completing an objective, presumably for making it to the factory. Will not have the highest power. Probably going to have no upgrades. That's probably it. Let's go ahead and get some encounters. This encounter is brought to you by Roosevelt Rapid Build Construction Kits. From outpost to factories, Roosevelt Rapid Build Kits cut your building time in half. Snap, lock, deploy. Even a mech pilot can assemble one. Build the future. Fast. All right. Let's go ahead and get another mech. But which one? I don't think Sax is coming after me anytime soon. Without Nordic on the map, I'm not too worried about needing People's Army. So let's just deploy speed. One annoyance with the militant map being played by Crimea is that the mech deploy is underneath build, so that slows them down by about a turn. It's much better to have the mech deploy under something other than move. These are all pretty good options for Saxony. Well, they went ahead with the 2 power, 2 combat cards for $2. since coins are discounted this game, I think people are probably spending them a little more freely, which is fine. Go ahead and get this. Let's see here. And here we have Saxony invading Crimea's mountain and stealing their encounter. It's a fun, aggressive play. Crimea does have 3 cards and more power, so I'm sure they're going to kick them off that mountain very soon. This ceasefire has been brought to you by Tag and Nacht Guard Dog Gear. Your dogs deserve the best. Tag and Nacht Guard Dog Gear. Armor, harnesses, and treats engineered for loyal companions on the march. Saxony tested, soldier approved. This encounter is brought to you by Tesla's Precision Upgrade Tools. Upgrading your mech? Don't risk cheap tools. Tesla's Precision Upgrade Kit delivers perfect calibration every time. Trusted by engineers across all factions. Upgrade with confidence. Crimea has deployed another mech. Got a worker star for Saxony. This encounter is brought to you by Rusviet Union Power Grain. Rusviet farmers know strong workers build strong empires. Power Grain, engineered for endurance, harvested for heroes. The Rusviet Union trusts it, You should too. So my objective card leads me to build a building, but I'm not thrilled with the popularity loss. Except I can build, yes, perfect. Build the popularity building. This encounter is brought by Saxony Empire Mech Oil. Your mech deserves the best. Saxony Empire Mech Oil keeps gear silent, joints smooth, and enemies guessing. When Gunter deploys, he trusts only one brand. So should you. And he gained 2 food and 1 popularity on that encounter. I'm thinking it might be about time for me to visit the factory. And here we have a combat. This is the first combat of the game. It is on the Tunnel Farm. This combat's brought to you by Chenga's Choice Cat Food. From the frozen rails of the Rasputin comes the only cat food fierce enough for a tiger. Chenga's Choice, packed with protein, powered by pride. If your cat doesn't roar, it will now. And the results are in. We have a clear battle with Crimea taking the victory, the combat star, and the hex. That's the first combat of the game. Second hex for Crimea. one mech sent home, but there's 2 more and a hero on the board for Saxony still. Will they have a response? They don't have the disarm mech, which is always nice to use when you're playing Saxony. And they moved last turn, so they can't do that. Perhaps final mech might be an option. Kind of a wasted turn with all the workers on their village, but a star is a star. And yes, indeed, there's that mech deployment. Oh, I'm sorry, they're doing their factory action. Deploying their mech star and going for another combat. And as you all know, probably, unless it's your first time turning into a Scythe game for some weird reason, Saxony's Dominate ability lets them achieve unlimited combat stars. Whereas Crimea has their Scout ability, which lets them steal one of the opponent's combat cards at the start of combat. And here's the results. Yep, Crimean victory. Oh, interesting. Was that a fake out by Saxony? That's now the second of 2 possible combat stars for Crimea, putting them at 3. Speaking of combat cards, I'll take a couple myself. 3, actually. I do need to get an upgrade at some point to achieve my objective. Oh, and a bunch of resources. Forgot about that part. So Crimea just got the recruit star. That's their 4th star. They need to get their mech out and then probably their objective to complete their 6 stars. Can the other 2 players catch up? I don't know. If Saxony reaches tier 2 in power, that will be a pretty substantial score bump. And we need to consider that 12 points of this 46 will drop off when the coins are discounted. Same as 6 of mine. So that puts him at 34, me at 20, and Samu at 19. Not including the bids. Saxony's doing some thinking. Their most obvious path forward is simply to get the combat stars or their other objective, which they can also complete. Sometimes they're difficult or impossible to achieve depending on what things have been built by the player. Looks like he's going for a combat star. probably. This combat's brought to you by Nordic Kingdom Frostproof Food Snack Packs. Bjorn and Mox trust only one ration on their frozen expeditions: Frostproof Food Packs. Never freezes, never spoils, always delicious. Nordic Kingdom quality in every bite. All right, we have the results. Another victory for Crimea. Perhaps Saxony's plan is to wear down Crimea and maybe get a better combat card. Oh, and we have an encounter. So this encounter is brought to you by the Saxony Empire Tactical Enlist Program. Join the elite, learn the tactics, earn the glory. The Saxony Empire Enlist Program, where discipline meets destiny. Sign up today and march with the best. Not sure that this is the encounter that they hope to achieve. They took the 4 food. And there's my second star. Well, I obviously did not win that one. This victory is brought to you by the following advertiser. Tired of your current job not offering enough shadows? Looking for a workplace where classified is the default setting and the coffee is somehow always already brewed? Join Fenris, the world's most discreet organization that absolutely does not run anything behind the scenes. We offer competitive benefits, including dental, flexible hours, and a strict don't ask, don't tell anyone we exist policy. Fenris, apply today, quietly. So Marv the Dwarf starts with 68, and we subtract 14 for coins, and then we subtract 14 for the bid. So that's 68 minus 28 is 40. And that automatically puts him up higher than the other two of us. So well done to Marv the Dwarf, who will be advancing to the next round of the tournament.